Good morning, everybody. Here we are in the shop. I'm in this Grim Ripper. We finally got it pulled in the shop.
Thankfully, before it rained.
Yeah, thankfully before it rained, yeah. We're gonna show y'all around it. I guess if you've seen some of the previous videos, then you've seen that we drove this thing over 200 miles back home. That was a crazy ride. First, I'll crank it up. I'll let y'all hear it, show y'all a couple of its cool little functions here and there, and then we'll show y'all around it, show y'all the issues that we have going on, and some ideas on how we're gonna fix them. Let's see here. Sounds pretty good, and as you see, it's got a full functioning light bar. That thing is just wicked cool. It has the full siren setup.
That's our kiddo's favorite part.
Yep, that's the kid's favorite part of the whole thing. This thing just sounds I love the way this thing sounds.
As beastie as it looks.
Yeah. Cut it off. And then I'll get out and we'll show y'all around this thing. This thing is a Frankenstein of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
It's well, the half of the body that's here is a 97 Lincoln Town Car that was cut in half, as you can see, and then all welded back up back here, and they made a custom little roll bar for it. They used the partition out of a cop car, for the back to, I mean, it's still not gapped in. It's, big gaps around it. But what we plan on doing is eventually, I don't know, I kind of like it open.
I do.
We just can't drive it in the rain.
Which, maybe we'll put little umbrellas up there above the exhaust.
But I kind of like it open, but we could take some diamond plate and take it down here to our machine guy and have him fab us some diamond plate to go down through here and fill these gaps up. But this thing was so cool that at one point in time, the guy that I got it from had done turned it into a burnout car. And it does do some pretty good burnouts.
You can see a little bit in some of our other videos.
Yeah.
And there will be more.
There will be plenty more. He had this thing rigged up to shoot flames out the exhaust. That's pretty cool. I like the idea of it, and it was functional. I've seen the videos of it when it had flames coming out the exhaust, and that's actually what set the car on fire. And she will show you that fire extinguisher back there that saved this ride from complete destruction.
This is what saved
Yeah.
this thing. And so now that's rigged on there. Just happy memories and
Yeah. But
one of those Goonies never say die kind of situations right there. Badge of honor.
But he had it rigged off of a jerry can right there, and it's got hoses coming off, one hose coming off each side of that gas can over to the exhaust, and then he had some kind of ignition system that lit the gas, and it was functional. It shot 5-6 foot flames out the exhaust. But the problem is when you're using liquid gas like that, even though it's on fire when it's coming out this exhaust, it's still wet gas. It has not vaporized yet. You're still gonna have liquid, and that sprays everywhere, and it's on fire, and it just caught the thing on fire. I'd like to rig it back up for flames, but we're not gonna use gasoline. I'm thinking like propane, and then if we use propane with the right
Setup.
Right setup, I think maybe like blue flames.
That would be dope.
Wouldn't it though?
Blue flames to go with the blue lights.
Yeah, exactly. But this thing is pretty cool as far as that. We have a few little issues here and there that we have to work out. It runs real good. It brakes real good. The gas tank, the guy told us when we got it on, it don't leak nothing nowhere.
I'm gonna climb in back here and show you a little bit. We've got it kind of duct taped on there.
We were about 100 miles into our ride home, stopped for gas, and as we're fueling up, it gets a little over half a tank and we see that it's leaking. And that's when we noticed that someone else had already taped it. So we had some tape with us and we taped that up to get us home. We'll end up putting a fuel cell or something on here. Probably a fuel cell, save room too. And that'll fix that.
We had to rig up some lights on it just to get it home.
It didn't have tail lights.
We've
so
got
we got
these
those magnetic brake lights. And you know, we just rigged those up with a little clamp so it just hooked straight onto the battery. And we had, you know, tail lights all the way home. We didn't have them hooked into the brakes though. But I think I'm going to keep those on here and just wire them up where they work to the brakes and everything, turn signals and everything, because they're capable of it. The biggest problem that we had the entire ride home, if you look at the tire right here, and it's like that for both front tires. We were pretty concerned on the way home because those tires were scrubbing really bad, and we didn't know if we were going to make it home just because of those tires.
Truly shocked that we did make it home, and then still pushed it for about a week after we got it home.
Yeah. And I mean, it was just shredding the tires off in strips down the sides right there. Every time you hit a bump, any kind of little divot in the road, you hit the bottom of a heel, anything like that, it's just scrubbing the tires really bad in the front. I think we're just going to knock the tire size down because it's 28-inch, 28 by 6 tires right there. I think we're going to knock those down to like some 205s, 215s, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
And hopefully that'll fix that problem. If not, we have a few other ideas. So, and it's currently called the Grim Reaper. We have some ideas of other things that we're going to do to it over the next. We're planning on having this thing a few years, anyways. It's going to be a parade car. We plan on dressing it up different for each season. This season, it'll probably just be able to do Halloween because I don't know how I don't think we're going to get invited to the Christmas parade.
Not in this
the
thing,
Grim Reaper.
probably not.
No. But all the Halloween functions, we will get to as many as we can this year in it. And
we'll start thinking about parade season for next year and theme as far as that goes once we get some of the more permanent features fixed up right.
Like I said, we got some cool ideas over the next few years. It's good plan on dressing it up different every year for different things. This thing just brings everybody who sees it smiles. It brings out the kid in everybody, and that makes it all worth it right there. That makes worth owning this thing just all together. Just the smiles it brings to kids' faces, big kids, little kids, old kids, young kids.
Seeing the fire department
up
here, hands on their knees, just tickled over this thing. That was a great experience. Getting stopped because people's kids just are
hanging out the windows and
our kids
and screaming,
just so excited, like begging us to take them to school.
But this thing is cool. I hope y'all stick around and go back and watch some of our other videos and
see what we do with this thing and where we go from here.
Stick with us, and hopefully you like us. If you do, like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your dog, tell your cats, tell everybody.
And stay cool and keep riding with us.
Appreciate it. And then we can go out here and